Hi friends, welcome back. So today I'm bringing you guys another video, and this is going to be another first impressions video. And I know I told you guys that I have been wanting to do a lot more of these, but I'm super excited for today's because we are going to be testing out the new Morphe Fluidity foundation, and why can I never find this concealer? And concealer! And actually, we are also going to be trying out one of the primers that they came out with. We are not going to be trying out the powder because I never really use pressed powders, so I figured, why even try it out? I was really excited to try these. I picked up 3 shades. You heard that correctly. Actually, I accidentally picked up 4 shades, but one of the shades is like so obviously not my shade, so I just put that away. Morphe does have like a system on their website where you can find your perfect foundation shade. So they did match me to F3.100, and then I went and picked out 2 other ones that I thought were possible matches, F4.10 and F3.7. I will just let you know right off the bat. I'm going to show you guys swatches in the demo part of this video, but I'm just going to let you know right now, F4.10, definitely not my shade. It's very dark. Along with that, I was excited to see their concealers. I did only pick up 1 shade, which is C2.65, and then I also picked up the Equalizer primer, which I'm wearing on the left side of my face. On the right side of my face, I'm wearing the Too Faced Primed and Peachy primer. So if you guys want to do a comparison, this side is the Morphe primer, this side is the Too Faced primer. So I'm so excited to try out these products for you guys today, and if you guys want to see my first impressions on them, then please just keep on watching. Okay, so the foundation we're going to be trying out today is the Morphe Fluidity Full Coverage Foundation. I picked mine up in 3 different shades, so we're going to see which one matches me the best. So I'm just going to read off of the Morphe website what the claims for this foundation are. It says, finally, a foundation throwing major shade, 60 to be exact, shades to fit you and you. And you. Because the shade struggle is real. Meet a long-wearing, full-coverage foundation that performs like a boss and is not caught in the middle or playing sides, but instead values your hue and your wallet. The shade game is officially over. Your face has finally found its place in this world. Say hello to an all-in kind of foundation. All of the soft matte coverage, all the time, for all our babes. It says the benefits are 24-hour long wear, which I am not going to test this out for 24 hours. It's sweat-proof, transfer-resistant, water-resistant, free of oils, fragrance, and parabens, great for all skin types. And yeah, that's all it says. So this does come in 60 shades. I did see a lot of people kind of complaining about the shade range, even though there are 60 shades. I think people were saying that the shades that are included are kind of weird. I think that's what the complaint was, or like the undertones were weird, something like that. I'm not sure. It is $18 for, I don't know how much is in here, for 1 fluid ounce. So that's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's like super expensive. I would say it's expensive for what you would think Morphe's prices would be, but at the same time, it's still really inexpensive. So I believe right now it's only available on morphebrushes.com, so I will leave the link in my description box, as I always do with my first impressions. So the 3 shades that I picked up are F3.100, which is what I was matched to on the Morphe website. They do have like a match yourself kind of system. Like you go through, you pick your undertone, you pick your shade range. It's like a whole thing. Then I picked out F3.7, which says that it is tan with slightly golden undertones, and then it's like a neutral shade. And then for kicks and giggles, I have F4.10. So F4.1 is deep tan with golden undertones, and it is warm. So these are the 3 shades swatched. This one is F3.100, which, like I said, is what Morphe's website actually matched me to. This one is 3.7, and this one is 4.1. Obviously, this is not my match. I think I could really get away with either of these, but I think this one definitely looks like it's the best. Obviously, they all look darker than my face, but my face looks ghostly compared to the rest of my body, so obviously I'm not trying to match my face. That would look a little strange. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with F3.7. Along with that, I also did pick up the face primer. They came out with 2 different ones. One is the revitalizing one, and this one is the Equalizer, because I do have psychotically oily skin. Like, my skin is so oily, it's kind of nasty. So I figure this will probably help me out a little bit. I'm going to read off the website what this is supposed to do. I'm going to use this on half my face so we can see how the 2 work together, since I think they're supposed to be used together. And on my other half of my face, I am just going to wear something that I always wear. So it says, you'll feel like you've never felt before with this lightweight primer. It blurs and softens imperfections for that high-def makeup you crave. Obvi. Obvi is its own sentence. But it also leaves your skin feeling smooth with just a thin layer. You're in for the prime of your life, Morphe babe. Benefits are it blurs and softens imperfections, instantly makes skin feel smooth, free of oils and parabens, and it's great for normal to oily skin. It doesn't actually say that it's supposed to mattify you. It's just supposed to blur your pores, which is okay. I mean, that's cool. And the primer is $12 for 0.67 fluid ounces. So again, pretty good if you ask me. You usually don't use that much primer, as much as you would use a foundation at least. So I'm not mad about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Equalizer on my left side. And then I'm going to use my Too Faced Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer on my right side. And that's one of my favorite primers of all time. I'm just going to... Doesn't really smell like anything. It actually feels very silicone-y, which I wasn't expecting. And on top of that, I don't really feel like it did much for my pores on this side. So let me apply my Too Faced primer and see if that makes more of a difference on the other side. So I can definitely see a difference between these two sides already. I think that the Too Faced side looks a lot more blurred than the Morphe side, and the Morphe side still feels very slippery and like silky, but like in a weird way. And the Too Faced side just feels matte. So I'm just going to take F3.7 and apply some to the back of my hand. I really have no idea how much I'm supposed to use, so we're just going to figure it out together, I guess. And I'm just going to start dotting. Like I said, it's going to look darker than my face, but that's what we want because my face is white. So I'm just going to take my damp beauty blender and start blending this out. Even this is dark, actually. Just imagine those other shades. It is pretty matte. Like right off the bat, you can tell that it's definitely matte. I feel like it's setting pretty quickly on my face. Alright, so already it feels pretty lightweight, and so far, just looking at first impressions, obviously, the Too Faced side looks more blurred out than the Morphe side does. I would say that my skin, it feels very lightweight. It's like barely tacky to the touch, and I basically just applied it, so that's pretty good. Usually it takes a while for it to like sink in, you know? And it definitely looks super duper matte. It looks very matte. I think if you have dry skin, you are not gonna like this foundation because just off the bat, I mean, I don't know how it's gonna work throughout the day, but just for now, it looks super duper matte. The coverage, I would say, is definitely on the full side. I wouldn't say it's full, but it's like on its way to full. But right now, it looks pretty good. I am gonna do my eye makeup and then come back to try the concealer with you guys because I did pick that up. And compared to this foundation shade, it's super light. But what else are we expecting? It is 6:43 a.m. I'm gonna try to wear it as long as possible. Obviously it's 6:43 in the morning, so it's probably gonna be worn like a good more than 12 hours. It might even be like 15 hours. Like, let's see. Okay guys, so my eye makeup, well, the top of my eye makeup is done. So we're gonna go ahead and try the concealer now. If I knew where I put it, here it is. So this is the Morphe Fluidity Full Coverage Concealer, and I'm just going to read the description off the Morphe website. It says it's available in 31 shades, which is so random. Why 31 and not 30 or 35? I don't know. Show blemishes, imperfections, and under eye circles. Who's the boss, babe? You. This creamy AF full coverage concealer can multitask like a mofo. I really don't know how I feel about these descriptions, I'm going to be honest with you. Not only will it leave you with super blendable concealing power, it brightens and contours like nobody's business. Game on. It says benefits: 16-hour long wear, sweat proof, transfer resistant, water resistant, free of fragrance and parabens, ophthalmologist tested. What is that? So I picked mine up in the shade 2.65. Again, I went by Trend Mood swatches. I am going to read what 2.65 is. It says it's warm, medium with golden undertones. I can tell you that I do really like this doe foot applicator. It's a little bit smaller than the Milani one that I recently tested, but I still really like it. I'm so nervous. You know what? It's a little light, but I don't actually think it's going to be that bad once it's blended out. I mean, maybe. Let's see. I did not pick up the powder that they came out with, by the way, because I don't ever use pressed powders, so I figured that was just not worth it. But let's blend this out. I do think it has really intense coverage. I think next time I'm definitely going to use less. But I think it did a pretty good job right off the bat. It looks pretty matte. I am, of course, going to set it. But it hasn't really creased at all, which is always a good sign. I'm going to use my ColourPop No Filter setting powder because this is what I've been loving. I can still see a difference between this side and this side. This side, my pores are a lot more hidden and more filled in, and this side I feel like they're almost exaggerated. So I don't know how I'm feeling about that primer yet, but so far everything else I'm really liking. I have no complaints about anything else. I'm gonna finish up the rest of my face and I'm gonna come back and tell you how everything, well, applied, I guess, on top of the foundation and the concealer. So I will be right back. Okay guys, so I am back and the rest of my makeup is on, and I have to say, so far I think everything looks pretty good. I have no complaints, except I really am not in love with the primer. I mean, so far, of course, I feel like everything looks extra emphasized on this side, which is kind of strange for a primer that's supposed to be blurring. Everything I feel like is sinking into my pores on this side, whereas this side I feel like actually looks a little bit more blurred. And I know that Too Faced primer really always does it for me. So far so good. Like I said, I am gonna wear it for as long as I possibly can. It's not gonna be 24 hours. Probably won't even be close to 24 hours. But as long as I can. I will check in with you guys in the middle of the day. I don't know what time I'm taking my lunch break. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be around 1 o'clock. Maybe. But let's see what the future holds for that. So I'm gonna go head off to work now, and I will see you guys in a couple of hours. Okay guys, so it is currently 2:57 p.m. I tried to come home for lunch around 1 o'clock and that did not happen. So I ended up having to push my lunch. So regardless, it's 2:57. I've been wearing the foundation for 6 hours now. I think that math is right, but honestly, I don't know. I just ate lunch. So if I look like a mess, it's because I'm a mess. I feel like at this point, the Milani foundation that I just recently tried was not this oily. So my forehead especially is super... That's real oily, actually. I feel like you can see a pretty noticeable difference. This is the side that I used the primer on. This is the side that I used the Too Faced primer on. Obviously, the Morphe primer, Too Faced primer. And my nose looks nasty on this side. And over here, I feel like you can see I'm a little bit more mattified. I'm a little bit more blurred out. And over here, I feel like it just doesn't look good. So I'm going to have to go ahead and say I do not like the primer whatsoever. That's just not my favorite product from here. I will say that the concealer is holding up pretty fine. I'm not creasing at all. It's not like disappearing or anything. So I have no complaints about that. And yeah, I'm just crazy oily here and wearing so much bronzer as I usually am. I usually don't touch up my face when I'm doing first impressions, or really on a normal day either. But I think I'm going to do it just because I'm going back to work And I have like 2 whole more hours of work, so I don't want to look super disgusting while I'm at work. So let me just go get a tissue really quick. So I'm just gonna use this, literally it's like a Kleenex, to blot away some of my oils. That's honestly the thing that works the best for me, and it's just super accessible. Other than the oil, I feel like the foundation looks pretty good. It's not wearing away anywhere. I really don't like this primer though. That's something I need to make clear. I really don't like this primer. And I know that it's not the foundation because, like I said, on this side, you can see like a significant difference. I mean, at least I can see the significant difference. I did my best at reapplying my lipstick, and now that I'm blotted, I feel like I'm ready to continue on my day. Like I said, it's only 3 o'clock right now, so we have a couple hours to go before I remove this. I will check in with you guys one more time at the end of the night when I'm ready to remove my makeup. So I guess I will see you guys soon. Hi. So it's currently 7:15 p.m. So I've been wearing this foundation for 12 and a half hours. And I think that's more than enough because I'm ready. I'm ready to take it off. I know it's only 7:15. I could really wear it for a little longer, but I don't want to. I want to take this off. I am super oily again. I just right in my forehead, it just gets nasty. I have to say the foundation, I liked it. I'm not like in love with it. I don't think it did anything special that's gonna make me like constantly reach for it, but I did like it. I would say I would give it like maybe like a B rating. The foundation primer, I do not like that at all, and I did not like it pretty much since I originally put it on. I felt like the consistency was really weird and like silky, and I don't like that feeling. I didn't know that it was like a silicone based primer. I don't know if it actually is, but it feels like it is. And if I would have known, I would have never picked it up because I don't like the way that feels at all, and I don't think that really does anything for my pores. As for the concealer, I do think that I really liked it. I would say out of all the things that I tried today, the concealer is... What are you doing, my child? I would say out of all of the things that I tried today, the concealer is definitely my favorite. I felt like it performed the best, but I'm also not very picky when it comes to concealer. But I felt like the concealer had good enough coverage, and I don't think it creased at all throughout the day. And like I said, it's been a long 12-and-a-half-hour day, so I really have no complaints about it, and I think they have a pretty good shade selection as well. If I had to give the primer a grade, it would probably be like a D-. I don't want to say F because that's like super dramatic. Like maybe somebody could like it if you like those silky feeling primers. For the concealer, I'd say I'd give it like an A, not an A+. But I'd say like an A. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did like it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. I'll leave the information linked in the description box, as well as everything that I'm wearing in my face today. I think that's all I have to say, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Oh my god! Look at that little kiss. You give me little keys. Alright, you're dragging it. I can't do all of that. You're dragging it. Okay, bye. 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 Wow. You're really taking this seriously.